One eternity later.
Oh! Gotta get ready. It's been like, what, like 2 years since I've done this? Alright. Let's go. Okay, so finally we have a reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. So by the time that this video releases, it's probably gonna be like almost a week since it revealed. I'm a little bit late to the party, which is fine. But there's something interesting about this. Not only because, of course, it's been revealed and there's like cool things to look forward to and a lot of speculation, and because of the leaks, there's a lot of stuff that we kind of know. It's kind of like the worst kept secret. I don't want to make an analysis of the console. I think it's been done enough. There's a lot of speculation. Again, the leaks, it's been done. Instead, I want to look at the potential of this console, and not only the potential as for Nintendo, but also in the market itself. So first off, the Nintendo Switch, the success that it became, it was so unexpected. Yet, at the same time, it shouldn't be surprising. At the time that the first one released, there really wasn't any sort of competition as far as I can remember. And there really wasn't a demand for a console like that. You know, there was portable consoles like the PlayStation Vita and the Nintendo 3DS at the time, but it was steadily declining, sort of. The PlayStation Vita didn't get enough support, and the Nintendo 3DS wasn't really taken as serious as its previous iterations. So, and of course, the failure of the Wii U, it became like the perfect storm for Nintendo to cook up something different. And going back to 2016, to that first reveal trailer, it was eye-opening. Like, nobody expected for Nintendo to do something like this, even though the clues were already there in retrospect, with the Wii U being kind of like that, trying to be that hybrid console, right? That you can take that pad and take it anywhere and play, while, you know, somebody else was I don't know, watching something on the TV. It was kind of like a proof of concept. With passing years, we saw how kind of influential this console was, especially during COVID and the release of Animal Crossing New Horizons. So seeing how this little console, not only it had a great repertoire of games. It had games like Zelda Breath of the Wild, ARMS, which it's a very underrated game, by the way. You should play it if you haven't played it. We also had Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So it's been a really, really great lineup for that year. And looking back, I mean, it's been an incredible journey. And now with the Nintendo Switch 2, we're in a whole different ballgame, right? So not only it's like the next gen console for Nintendo, it's also a very different market right now. So since then, we've had so many portable consoles, or so many Switch-like or stuff like that, just to call it something. We've had the Steam Deck, we've had the Lenovo Go, and so many other ones that are with really weird names. So there is a lot more competition. I think at this point, the Nintendo Switch is still thriving, not only because, you know, the console itself, it's been in the market for so long, but also because of the repertoire of games. With all the exclusives that has been going out ever since the release, with, again, Tears of the Kingdom, the upcoming Metroid Prime 4, which it's been hyped to hell again, and all of those games that have shown why you should buy a Nintendo Switch, which is really important. It's really important to have that sort of backup for your console and make sure that you justify why you're buying that console. Also, the price point. So the price point of the original Nintendo Switch was $300, US dollars, which is, again, very surprising for a console like this, hybrid, and you know, with all the features that it had. Basically, you had $300 and you didn't have to worry about buying like an extra controller or anything like that. You can take it anywhere. You had all these big games, so of course it was definitely way more attractive than, you know, buying a $700 console like the PS5 Pro, with so many problems as of right now. There's some good things about it, of course. Graphical wise, of course, there's an improvement, but I don't think it justifies, that $200 increase from the original PS5, which is $500 right now. Even the other day, I saw a bunch of them, of the PS5 Pros, in the store, and I was like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to convince people nowadays, like, oh, it's only the graphics, or hey, it's X amount of percentage faster than the previous one. So when it comes down to that, it's not enough. So going back to Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch 2, it is interesting how, even though it's marketed as, hey, it's the second version or like the upgrade of the Nintendo Switch, it also has like these little different things that we can see in the trailer. I'm not going to talk about the leaks because, again, it's really not necessary, but we saw how not only the controllers are different, but also it has like different features, such as like you can use it as a mouse. That has been rumored for a while, and it's going to be interesting. Again, it's Nintendo has done a lot of weird things in the past. Look at the Wii. The controller itself, it's one of the weirdest controllers, and still to this day, one of the most unique controllers ever done in the market. The Nintendo Switch 2, they gotta make sure that they follow up on that weirdness, that trademark weirdness that Nintendo has. I wished that they kind of revealed a little bit more to see how these things function. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed on that, but the console itself looks just as good as it should be. Now we gotta wait until April to see like the specs or what games are gonna be on, even though we have an idea of what's coming up. There's in the trailer, there's also a glimpse of what could be Mario Kart 9, or Mario Kart, whatever it's gonna be called. And it looks interesting. It looks very, very Mario Kart, which is good. So if they keep up that momentum, especially now that everybody knows about the existence of it, and with the success of the Mario movie, and everything else going on, it's right now it's the perfect moment for Nintendo to focus on. And again, the competition is going to be a little hard. It all depends, again, with price points, what games are going to be in, third-party support, which apparently there is going to be a lot more support for the Nintendo Switch 2 compared to Nintendo Switch, which is good. Even though the Nintendo Switch the Nintendo Switch 1 had a lot of third-party support, there were a lot of big games that were skipped, and they didn't release until very later on. The biggest example of it, Tekken 8. I was surprised that Tekken hasn't been in the Switch for this long. So now, apparently, because of the rumors, again, I didn't want to delve deep into it, but apparently Tekken 8 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so we'll see about that. And again, with all of these factors coming in, Nintendo Switch can definitely be a success. With all the reports that they had like 20 million units ready for its first year, apparently. There's some analysts saying that it could sell pretty good at the first year, but it probably won't outsell the Switch anytime soon. And I mean, of course, it's gonna take a while. Like I said, the competition, there's a lot more consoles. It's kind of getting a little oversaturated, in my opinion, with all of these consoles trying to do the same thing that Nintendo did. Even the PlayStation Portal and the whatever Xbox has, I forgot the name, they have those kind of same features, even though you can't take the controllers out. And it's also cloud based, so there's a lot of things that can be improved with them. Nintendo, on the other hand, they know what they're doing. They know how to do handheld. They know how to do home consoles. So there is a pretty good chance that it can sell even like the newer generation, such as the PS5 and the Xbox Series. In my honest opinion, I think that this could be a game changer. The industry right now is going through a lot with firings and a lot of games not performing very well, studio cancellations, and Nintendo has been thriving. not only with strong numbers when it comes down to like sales and all that stuff, but also with quality. And again, it comes down to respecting the fans. It comes down to knowing the market. It comes down to having those great games. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has to prove itself. Again, we gotta wait till April, which is it's gonna be the toughest part. So we'll see what comes to that. This is totally unscripted, so I'm sorry if I'm going a little all over the place. It's definitely not my intention to be like going back and forth. It's just that I have a lot of things to say about this console, but most of it comes down to like the leaks, which I'm probably going to do another video about that in the future, if you guys obviously want it, if this video does well. But I see a lot of potential. I do like what I see. The more I see the trailer, which I've already seen it a lot of times, the more I like the idea of it. And it's cool that this is kind of gonna be like the first console that Nintendo does that it's like an actual successor to it. Like it has a 2 on it, right? So in terms of marketing, it's pretty safe. It's a safe bet. They want to be clear, transparent, and honest with the audience, and not create like a Wii U situation. So it's great. Oh, also, it has a backwards compatibility, or it's gonna have backwards compatibility, which is great. It's awesome. So right now I have so many Switch games. I've had the Nintendo Switch since 2018, and I've gotten so many games. Good, bad, exclusives, third parties, indies, AAA, you name it. So having the chance to play it on the new console with potentially better performance, which has been rumored, again, I don't want to delve deep in that, but it's been rumored that a lot of games are going to have like upgrades, kind of like what PlayStation and Xbox have been doing with some of their games. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think that's it for now. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen throughout the year. It's been revealed that it's gonna come out this year, so that's all we can go on. As for my predictions and all that stuff, I'm gonna leave it for another video. Again, I'm gonna talk probably about the leaks and all that stuff in the future. Let me know what you think about it. It's been an interesting couple of months for Nintendo with you know, all the leaks coming out, especially the last month. Everybody like showing pictures. There's forums on Reddit. It's been crazy. So let me know what you think about it. What are your expectations? What are your hopes? What games do you want for the Nintendo Switch 2 that are not on the Nintendo Switch 1? Third party wise, like, I don't know, Elden Ring. I personally want Elden Ring in the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm excited for it. So let me know. And of course, as always, subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, comment whatever you think about this. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.